Okay folks, I'm now at the summit of the place I'm camping tonight. I'm not saying the name, it's obvious if you know the area, but same reasons as on my other videos. The problem I've got is that side of the wall, which obviously is going to afford some shelter from this very strong wind coming from the west. That's the path, so you can't wild camp right on a path. That's my view. It's right on the path, and I'm not doing that. You're meant to be away from the path, so at the end of the day I'm going to have to put up with this wind. It's a test for the tent anyway, but you know, those of you might say, well, why didn't you go that side of the wall out of the wind? Well, that is the path. It's very narrow, and I'm not camping on a path, so hopefully that explains that. What I'm going to do now is get the tent pitched. It should be fun. It's very, very blustery. I'll turn you around, but the wind is coming from the Irish Sea just out over there, and yeah, it's quite breezy, 25-30 miles an hour maybe. The tent should be able to handle it, get it pitched into the wind, and we get in, get nice and cozy and get out of this wind. Obviously we've got the two doors on the Telemark, so I can do all my cooking on the other side in the lee of the wind, so that is good. I'm happy. We're at the top. What a cracking walk that was. Bit of a slog, I can tell you that, but let's get this tent pitched while we've still got the light. So in terms of pitching, it's pretty simple, just a single pole design, and you can't really get that wrong, to be honest. So the wind coming from this direction. Now last time I had the longer version of the tent into the wind, trying something different. It's not too bad. Don't forget, this isn't a 4-season tent, it's a 2 to 3 season ultralight tent, so you've got to be realistic in terms of what to expect from your gear. But I have seam sealed this one now, just a clear line of silicone along all the seams. Obviously you can see it, but I'm not too bothered about that, because although this tent is very nice to look at, don't forget, you know, it's just shelter, isn't it? It's to keep us safe outdoors. So these are my views, absolutely glorious, looking out towards the Howgills. And you've got Ingleborough just rearing its head up. Like I say, I'll just show you what I mean about this wall. Why didn't you pitch the other side of the wall? Because there's the path, and I ain't pitching down there. So what I've got to do now is get my stuff in, get inside the tent, and I've got a nice meal. I'm quite hungry after that slog up. I've got a Reindeer Stew by that Real Turmat. Any Rudolph fans watching, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to cook in the other door. Just spin you around. So obviously got the two doors, which is really useful, being the 2.2 variant of the tent. So there you go, a nice roomy vestibule, and it's nice and cozy in there. Let's get the things in. So I've got my sleep mat in, and I can still just about sit up in the apex of this tent. It's really good. Got two hooks and one on the other side, and I just love the fact that there's two doors. That's really useful. So I've got a bit more gear just outside there. I can close that in. I'm going to put my rucksack down that side of a night, or maybe my boots. And then we've still got this vestibule, so we've got a few bits there now. Got some extra bits just to get in out of our bag, but one handy feature, you can just pull this out of the way if you need less room in your inner, and make yourself a bigger vestibule. Especially if you're cooking in here, just pull it right back, sit yourself over to this side, and that's really, really handy. Or conversely, if there's two of you in here, pull it back out make some more room inside your tent at the expense of room in your vestibule, but you've still got enough room to cook. In terms of food, I've seen lots of people using these, so I thought, you know, what is the hype all about? So I've gone for the classic. Any reindeer fans out there, again, sorry, but Reindeer Stew. It's really lightweight. They've really taken all the air out of this, so it's probably the lightest one I've ever got. The only downside is this was nearly £10, so it's extortionate. I mean, you're talking restaurant meal price, so it better be good for that. But look at these views outside my tent. We're hoping for some nice colours as the sun sets, but even just that, looking out towards those peaks, isn't it great? So all I'm going to do now is get my sleeping bag in, the pillow blown up, and that's it. That's all the sort of tasks, admin tasks I call them, around camp done. And then I can get a beer. Got a couple of little ones on this, nothing major, trying to keep the weight down, and for me I've used the 48 litre pack, so that's pretty good going. So yeah, a few more tasks to complete and then I can relax with a beer. Well, while that's doing its thing and it's not far away from a boil, look at all that. To be fair, looks like some lovely ingredients in there. Looks nice and hearty. It smells lovely, so you know, maybe it's worth it. We'll see. We'll soon see, because that's nearly on the boil. Absolutely tough conditions, very blustery and very exposed, and a good test. The Telemark. Right, it's time. It's reindeer time. Let's see what all the fuss is about with this. It smells gorgeous. I might have put a little bit too much water in, but oh no, it's alright actually. With a bit of a stir. So, potatoes, carrots, bits of reindeer, nice seasoning. I have to say, that is gorgeous. There's lovely berries in there. Honestly, That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not putting it on. I obviously bought it myself. Father Christmas is going to have to make do with a few less reindeer as far as I'm concerned, because that's gorgeous. I'll definitely get that again. Right, come on, come and have a look at this. Spectacular. Pastel shades, lovely skies, very breezy, but that's fine, we don't mind. Couple of sheep for company there. It's looking across to the mighty Ingleborough, White Scar Caves in Ingleton, working our way back to the Ribblehead Viaduct. There's no one about now and I can just about see my car, but what rewarding views. It's very chilly, but we've got the gear so it doesn't matter. It's really moody, isn't it? Very atmospheric. What lovely light, absolutely fantastic. And the tent's doing well. This is a very, very exposed pitch and it's just constant strong wind. We've got a large surface area exposed to that, so we're just going around making sure it's nice and tight. But I think you'll agree, for a one pole tent that weighs 1,010 grams, it's doing really well. That's some of my litter there, which I'll obviously be taking back out with me. But yeah, absolutely superb. It's really easy to retension it as well. Just these guys, just pull on that, and we've got these metal poles in these Cordura pockets on each corner of the tent. So superb. This is really spooky. This is how I'm seeing things now. Those lights just down there, that's a train. It's been waiting for the other one to pass. It's just moved off into the mist. That's just miles below. And look, we are being shrouded in mist. It is so atmospheric. You could cut it with a knife. It's like something out of a Dickens novel. Look at that. The cloud and the fog just blowing past. As soon as we turn that torch on, just expect to see some hideous spectral dog or a hound. It is so spooky up here, folks. Oh, dearie me. My mind's playing tricks on me, and I'm getting back into the tent because it is absolutely scary as up here on your own. The haunted railway miles below. Let's get into the safety of that tent. Right folks, time for a quick tales from the tent. And what I'm going to talk about is this area, without saying the name, if that makes sense. I've just been out there and it is now terrifying. All of a sudden in the last 25 minutes or so, this mist has just shrouded the hilltop I'm on and the valleys, and there's a railway which runs down the valley to my right and your left, and there's a couple of trains just passing and you can just see the lights of the carriages lit up, very eerie, moving silently in the bottom of the valley. Really spooky, and then the light just disappeared into the mist, and there's all old semaphore signals on the line just down there, and old wooden signal boxes. I don't know if anyone's seen or read The Signalman by Charles Dickens. It's a very spooky, eerie and very atmospheric tale, and I've got an old version from the BBC Film Institute, very, very old one, when they used to do a series called A Ghost Story for Christmas, and each Christmas they bring out a new ghost story and put that on television. So I've got this old DVD film adaptation of Dickens' The Signalman, and it is frankly terrifying. And as the mist descended on the top where I am, I had visions of the hideous ghost which stood guard in the tunnel, the danger light, which was waving to the signalman, the poor signalman, trying to warn him of his imminent death. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's not nice out there now, and these are the times where it's always nice to have a bit of a camping buddy, but you know, it is great, isn't it? Really atmospheric. A little bit of red. That's lovely. I'll get Emily's spork that she got me. Thanks again, Emily. Teddy's safe up there, keeping my sleeping bag warm. No liquid, no mess. Nice. Good for you. So that's it. Another brilliant camp. It's a new area, so there's always a little bit of trepidation. I've never been here before. I've studied the map carefully, checked it all out, but I've never been here. So when you're solo wild camping, it's a new area that you've never been to. It's always a little bit, anxiety inducing. But I'm glad I did it instead of going to somewhere where I normally go. I wanted to bring some new content to the channel, and I'm really glad I did, because there's some superb scenery, and I'll come back here again with some of the lads. So it's been a good one. The weather tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. There's possibly a bit of rain forecast in the night, maybe a little bit in the morning, but nothing persistent. So a couple of showers, I'll be absolutely fine. But it's been good. I hope you've enjoyed the views on it. Hope you've enjoyed the walk up. Some stunning scenery with that viaduct, the Ribblehead. And whilst I'm not saying the name, I'm sure you've worked it out where I am. So there you go. Cracking adventure in our great outdoors. What I'm going to do now is enjoy the rest of this. I'll say good night, and I'll catch everyone in the morning.
So it's just gone 7 AM and I'm going to get a brew on, quick cup of coffee, little bite of something to eat, a little tiny bar of chocolate, a little bit of that, just give me some energy, and then I'm going to start packing away, get off the hill, get back to the car. And all we've got left to do is get the boots on, head out into the elements and get the tent down. First thing I'm going to do is, in this wind, clip one of the guys to a carabiner just there on my rucksack. Just stops it blowing away. You've got to do that in these weather conditions, otherwise you might say goodbye to your tent, which we don't want. So, time to probably get wet.
Right folks, I'm going to say goodbye on this one. I've had an absolutely brilliant time in the great outdoors. The tent held up really well. I was really impressed with its performance in the strong wind and driving rain in the night. It's a brilliant little shelter. I'll be doing a full review of it in due course, probably next month. What an absolutely cracking wild camping adventure. If you've enjoyed it, please take just the time to give it a quick thumbs up. It's absolutely free and it means a lot because it helps the channel out on YouTube. I'd appreciate that. If you're an Instagram user, MCM Outdoors is on Instagram, and as always there's a Facebook group which you can come and join for tips and advice in a friendly and welcoming environment, away from arguments and silly quarrels which often happen on Facebook groups. I'm going to get back to the car now, get home, have a nice shower, dry all my kit off and make a start on editing the video. I'm already thinking toward my next adventure, which is going to be in a couple of days, and of course I'll be bringing the camera along too. Thank you very much for watching. Go and enjoy our great outdoors, respect it, leave no trace, and teach our younger generation all about it. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.